guys, it's Jess and thank you for clicking on this video. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jess. I sell on both eBay and Poshmark. I've been selling on eBay for approximately 15 years and I've been selling on Poshmark for 2 years. So if you enjoy reselling content such as unboxings, what sold videos, tips and tricks, then you are in for a treat. So stay tuned. Also, please hit the subscribe button down below and the little bell to be notified each time I upload a video. So today's video is going to be 20 items that sold for me recently on both Poshmark and eBay. I'm going to do 10 for each, and I'm just going to alternate between the two because I know I have an audience that just sells on one platform. So I'm going to try to make it interesting for you guys and hope that you guys stick it out. So we're going to start out with Poshmark. The first thing that I want to mention that I sold on Poshmark was an Athleta dress, and this was the dress that I just mentioned in my 90% off Plato's Closet sale. So I parted each thing out that I bought in that sale and it came out to $1.50. So I paid $1.50 for this dress. I ended up selling it for $30, and after fees I end up with $22.50. Alright, now on to an eBay sale. So these shoes are Christian Serrano for pay less. So it actually did say pay less. I picked these up at a Goodwill for $6 and they ended up selling in a few months for $37.77. I did end up paying shipping, which was around $8. So after all is said and done, after fees, after cost of goods, and after the shipping price, I end up with $18.36. So let's go back to Poshmark, and this sale was for a LuLaRoe Azure, and this was a kid's Azure, and we all know that LuLaRoe is oversaturated on every platform. So I am actually pretty lucky that I sold this. Also, in a past life, I may or may not have been a LuLaRoe consultant. So as a LuLaRoe consultant, I did make all of my money back. So I'm just going to consider this as a free item. So I sold it for $10, and then since it was free, after Poshmark fees, I would end up with $7.05. So this is an exciting sale. So this is back to eBay. I went to a Goodwill and they had amazing stuff. Like, I think some super rich lady dropped off all of her like new with tags, great items. So I ended up picking up a Lily Pulitzer long maxi dress, and I'm gonna stick my photos right here. If you haven't noticed already, they're probably already there. So since this was new with tags and the tag did say $258, Goodwill priced this up to $20, which I was totally fine with paying. So this ended up selling for $147.77. So I did end up paying shipping for this because I had it priced so high. And it's funny too because I had this on Poshmark and I kept lowering the price. I think the lowest price I had it at was $77.77. No takers. So I'm glad this sold on eBay, and in the end I ended up with $100.06. So back to Poshmark. This is a Barefoot Dreams cardigan. So super huge bolo here. If ever you see Barefoot Dreams, pick it up if it's, you know, a decent price, under like $5. This I found at the Salvation Army. It was marked $4, and I ended up taking an offer for $50. And after all Poshmark fees and the cost of goods, I ended up with $36. So the next item that sold on eBay was a stupid book that I bought in a bulk box. I will link that up above. But I ended up making quite a bit on this bulk box. Actually, I only made $60, which is fine because it was fun to experiment with it. So I sold this for $4.99. They paid shipping. So I've already made my money back on this box, so I'm going to consider it free. And so I made some money. I don't know. I didn't do the math for this one. So a bad buy here on my part is I do a lot of retail arbitrage, and one of the things that I bought was Kate Spade flats because they were super cute and I just wanted them to be in my Poshmark closet because they just needed to be there. So I bought these Kate Spade flats for $65. I actually thought they were on clearance for some crazy reason, And then there was 40% off of clearance. So I was like, dude, I'm gonna get these for like $40. They ended up selling for $85. So after Poshmark fees, I ended up with $8. So the next thing for eBay is a pair of UGG Australia, you know, booties. Everybody knows Uggs. I thought everybody knew Uggs. And then I went to my podiatrist and he was like, what are Uggs? You're a podiatrist. How do you not know what Uggs are? Either way, these were actually pretty beat up on the inside, so I marked them really, really low. These were from a ThredUp box, so if I parted out each shoe, it was $4.57. So I sold these for $27.77. After fees and the cost of goods, I end up with $19.51. So the next thing that I sold on Poshmark was a pair of Converse sneakers. This was another ThredUp box. This is a different box. So if I parted out each shoe, then I only ended up paying $4. So I sold these shoes for $20. And after fees, after cost of goods, blah, 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 I end up with $12. So the next thing that sold on eBay was my Victoria's Secret leggings. They're actually not mine. They were my mom's, and they were in my mystery mommy box, and I'll link that up above so you can go watch that later. So it was a free item to me. I ended up selling them for $27.77, and so after the fees, I end up with $24.16. So my next Poshmark sale was a pair of denim jeans, 7 for All Mankind. I do not recommend picking these up. These took 2 years maybe to sell. And I actually bought these from another reseller, and she's actually super huge on YouTube. She was trying to get rid of all of her denim, so I ended up buying a kind of mystery box from her. It's Lindy Glenn. She's amazing. Go check her out. I will post her link to YouTube down in the description. So this was like a 4 for $7 or something box on Poshmark. So if I parted out each of the jeans, I ended up paying $3.37. So these sold for full price, and they were in my 3 for $30 sale, so they paid $25. They could have paid $5 more and gotten 2 more items. But whatever, I'm not complaining. So after fees and blah blah blah, I end up with $16.63. The next thing that sold on eBay was a BCBG Jaguar sweater. So this was cool, and I did up paying full price at Goodwill, but it was just so cool that I was like, I need this. And I actually thought it would sell on Poshmark. There was actually a lot of these sweaters listed, so I was like, I listed this pretty high because I just liked having it in my Poshmark closet, but it ended up selling on eBay for $29.99 with free shipping. So after the fee, and I did have to pay shipping, I end up with $18.27. Back on over to Poshmark, I sold a Minnie Mouse pajama set. This was new with tags, so this is a good one too. It's not a good one. Don't pick it up. So I found this at Kmart before they closed. I guess they had a big sale. I ended up paying $4 for this. It sold for a best offer of $19. So after fees and the cost of goods, I end up with a profit of $11.20. So another eBay sale and another mom mystery box sale. I sold another pair of her Victoria's Secret leggings. These leggings were pretty cool. The only thing about these leggings is they did have a stain on them. I did try to clean them. It didn't come out, so good luck to the person who bought them. It was so minor that I don't even think they'll care. I did note it, however, so I got these for free. I priced them a little lower than the other ones, so I priced them at $24.99. So after all fees, I end up with $21.74. And the next Poshmark sale is a Game Day Couture sweater. So I picked this up for $1 at Goodwill. And it was a Clemson Tigers. It just said Clemson on it. And I was like, where have I heard that before? And then I was like, oh my gosh, HairyTornado. He loves Clemson. So I was like, this must be a good team because HairyTornado says so. And so after I purchased it, I looked it up and they were actually playing in a week or so. So I hurry up and I listed it. I listed it super high because I thought it would sell before the game. So a game day came and went. There was a ton of likers on this, but it just didn't sell. So the day after the game, I lowered the price way down to $15, and then somebody snatched it up right away. So after all fees and the cost of goods, I end up with $11. So the next eBay sale that I want to mention is kind of a fun one because these are all January sales. So I sold a Dillard's Trimmings nativity set. So it's January and Christmas isn't for another 11 months. So it's pretty exciting that I sold a Christmas item. This is kind of cool because my work had a little flea market where they gathered things from people that those people just didn't want anymore. So then they had a big flea market and then you just name your price. So I brought up this nativity set to the lady and she said, name your price. And I said, I don't know, $1? And she's like, yep, that's fine. Go ahead and take it. I only paid $1 for this. And then I sold it for $19.99. So after fees and cost of goods, I end up with $16.39. Getting close to the end, guys. Getting close to the end. So back to Poshmark. I sold another thing from my mom's mystery box, and this was the Kalia Carrie Underwood mock neck sweater. It was new with tax. I got it for free, and it ended up selling on a best offer of $28. So after fees, I end up with $22.40. The next thing that sold on eBay was a Goodwill find again. This was when I found the Lily Pulitzer. I also found this Eileen Fisher, new with tags. Eileen Fisher is definitely a bolo. If you ever see it in plus sizes, I would definitely pick it up for the right price. I paid $4 at Goodwill. They must have not seen the tag because they didn't mark it up, so that's pretty awesome. So I sold this for $49.99, and after eBay fees and the cost of goods, I end up with $39.49. So we're down to the last items. The last item that sold on Poshmark was a blah. So I went to the outlet, and the UGG outlet, and actually bought these UGG boots for myself. And I was like, dude, these are a really good deal. So I looked them up on eBay and Poshmark, and I was like, man, I could probably make like $50. I bought these UGG boots for $100 even, and I went back and forth with this lady on Poshmark. I finally gave up, and I sold them for $160. So after Poshmark fees, I end up with $8. And the last and final thing that I sold on eBay was a Pendleton cardigan for women, and it was so cool. It was alpaca wool. It had a little bit of alpaca wool in it, and it had a big like totem pole on the back. You'll see a picture. So it was just too cool to pass up. It was regular price at Salvation Army, so it was $4. I had this marked as free shipping, and the buyer paid $77.77. So after fees and after the shipping cost, I end up with $55.15. So those are 20 items that ended up selling on eBay and Poshmark for me in the last like couple weeks. So they're good items to look out for, except the ones that I like negated. Also, real quick, I want to give you what some of my mystery boxes and thread up boxes and bulk boxes are selling for. So on my mom's mystery box, my mommy mystery box, I've already made $84.13. On my first thread up box full of 25 shoes, so this is my third thread up box, I made $146.18. And my fourth thread up box of 25 shoes, which is my most recent one, I made $46.38. And finally, my bulk multimedia box that I really was not expecting to make anything on, and I still have a ton of stuff left. I've made $60.11. So next day, Jess here, and I want to know what your favorite item that you sold on either Poshmark or eBay was in the last 2 weeks. So just comment down below the item description, what you paid for the item, where you bought the item, and then how much you sold it for. So I look forward to reading all of your comments and seeing what you guys have sold in the last 2 weeks. So that is it. Thank you for sticking it out with me. I appreciate every single one of you. Please hit that thumbs up button for me. Please subscribe to my channel and have a good day. Thanks. Bye.